What's going on there, guys? Welcome back to NFL News Today. My name is Darren. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. Today we will be doing a film breakdown. Now if you don't know what that is, it's basically where you get this high up camera angle, actually two different high up camera angles, and which allows you to see all of the field and you can easily break down the plays. So today we will be doing it on Florida Gators quarterback Kyle Trask, who was recently drafted 64th overall by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now a lot of people are wondering if this could finally be the successor to Tom Brady, and I'm going to break down some film and see if he can be. So first off, I'm going to apologize if I don't look into the camera too much this video. I have the film on my one screen, I have the application that allows me to draw on the screen, which you'll see in a little bit over here, and then I have my notes for each play over here. So I'm not going to be making too much eye contact in this video, so I apologize for that. But yeah, if you like these kinds of videos, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and comment down below if you want me to do a different player. I have a Google Drive full of different NFL prospects, and I'd love to just continue doing these because I think these can be really cool videos. So yeah, with all that out of the way, let's get ready to break down some film. Okay, so first play, ball is at the 31-yard line, about 11:31 left to go in the first. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm only going to be doing film from the SEC championship game he played against Alabama and the game he played in the regular season against Texas A&M. So I'm going to let this play fully play out first, and then I'll go in and break it down. I'll do this every time. So he's going to complete a ball over the middle to Kyle Pitts here, and I actually think it's a pretty nice play. Pitts was his first read. He knows he got open, and let me tell you, the ball placement on this play was spectacular. Drops back in the shotgun. Now, I'll go to the mechanics in a second, but look at this ball placement, only to where Pitts can get it. Now, that's something you're able to do when you have a receiver like Pitts, who can just be like your safety blanket and is just 6'6" and is just a freakish athlete. But something that I don't like that Trask does is he tends to drop his left shoulder whenever he throws the ball. You can see it here, drops back, and he kind of just lets it lean down as he throws the ball. It's still a good ball, and he can still get some good velocity and accuracy with it. It's just super weird to look at. And something he actually does here, which he doesn't do too much, is he actually steps into his throw. Watch right here. I can finally break out me drawing on screen. Watch right here. He actually steps into his throw. As you'll see with some other plays later on, he's going to do that too much, but I feel like this is a very nice play. Identified his first read was open, was able to put really nice velocity on the ball and pinpoint it only to where Pitts could get it, and yeah, got first down and got this drive going. Okay, next play, 10:13 left in the first quarter. Ball is on the 49-yard line, so a little bit after the Kyle Pitts play we just saw. So I'm going to let this play out first. And it's going to be a touchdown to Kadarius Toney, as he kind of burns him here. But I feel like it's a really nice play. Toney ran a nice route and was able to get open and made Trask's life a lot easier. But yeah, he kind of just ran a straight go route on this play. Was just able to get open, beat his coverage. But Trask on this play, I feel like he does everything really nicely. Kind of gives a fake first read over the middle here. As you'll see, kind of scans that part of the field even though nobody was running there, and then he looked at Toney, he identified that he was open, and was really just able to put a nice touch on the ball, nice velocity, was able to put it right in his breadbasket, was able to allow Toney to continue to run as he was catching the ball, didn't have to have him stop to catch it or anything like that. It was just a really good pass here, steps into his throw, and honestly pretty good mechanics also, didn't really drop the shoulder on this one. So yeah, watching in slow motion, steps in. Actually, that's an extremely nice throw, and was just able to put it right in Toney's breadbasket. Didn't have to slow up for the ball or anything, and it resulted in a touchdown. So yeah, very nice play on both ends right there. Alright, skipping to 4:43 left in the first quarter. Alabama is now up 14-7. The ball is on the 45-yard line. It's 2nd and 10 here for the Gators. Gonna let this play out first. So yeah, so it was a completed pass. Pitts was able to use his extremely long arms to kind of suck that ball in. But this is something you're going to notice a lot with Kyle Trask. He is deathly afraid, deathly afraid to get hit. Like, watch him on this play. First off, his offensive line is god-awful, so he's going to feel pressure over here, and he kind of doesn't step into the throw, and he drops his shoulder again. It's almost as if he's bracing for impact to get hit. Does a nice little fake there. But it's not as obvious on this play as much as others. You'll see it more obvious on other plays. But yeah, so it's a nice kind of like pump fake, I guess you could say. And yeah, kind of, it's just his throwing mechanics are extremely weird. Watch it one more time in slow motion. Pump fake. Does step into the throw, but you can kind of just tell a little bit that he felt the pressure and he felt like he was going to get hit, and he kind of braces for it a little bit. And honestly, he was kind of lucky that ball was still completed. Had it been someone other than Pitts catching the ball, don't know if we can say the same thing. Okay, so we're going to go to the very next play here. It's going to be 1st and 10 once again, or not once again. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. Let this play out first. And you see it's an incomplete on the far side of the field. So a couple of things he did here, kind of tried to force the throw. He kind of got stuck on the read. It was bad accuracy. Should have known it was double coverage, and he didn't really follow through on the throw. So let's break that down a little bit more. So watching slow motion here, throws it. You have to be able to identify that that is double coverage. I did not realize I still have the circle on screen. My apologies. But you have to be able to identify that this man is kind of playing, I don't know the exact defense Alabama's running here. I mean, if I look at it again, I can probably tell. Looks like cover 3 deep. You have man coverage down here. Man coverage down here, and looks like cover 3 deep. Or not even deep, but this is cover 3 in general. But you have to be able to identify that this man, that is cover 3 defense, and that he has this sector of the field. You have to be able to, he has that, along with this being man coverage down here. Just not able to read the defense pretty well. So he tries to force his receiver to just like jump up and make an amazing catch. But, you know, it's just, that's a bad read. It was bad accuracy. You have to be able to identify that it's double coverage. And yeah, it's just not his best play. I'm going to be having a nice mixture of good and bad plays just because I just watched the film and wherever I stood out, that's the plays I'm going to go over. So, watch this again. It does a weird play action thing, don't know why, and he kind of does just get stuck on this read. He has his protection's holding up. He should be able to go through his progressions here, but kind of just looks over to the left side of the field the entire time. Didn't follow through his throw completely. He does a little bit. Watching slow motion. Like to see, you know, the leg go up a little bit, but yeah, you have to be able to identify that in this scenario, it's a cover 3. He probably thought that this receiver was going to be covering him, but it was not man coverage. It wasn't off man coverage. It was, you know, zone coverage. So you have man down here, zone here. It's just, that's something that when you get to the NFL, you have to be able to identify, and that's what makes good quarterbacks great. Okay, so next play, 1st and 10, 3:51 remaining in this quarter. It's still 14-7 Alabama. Gonna let this play out. But I'm going to tell you it is an incomplete pass. I believe that was Pitts he was trying to hit. But yeah, on this play, he was pressured. He didn't try to escape immediately. It was a quick throw. He dropped his non-throwing arm once again. That's a tendency that he has. And he is still afraid to get hit. So watch this play. Once again, put in slow motion this time. So it is a 5-man blitz. This guy over here just has a free pass to him just because, like I said, the offensive line's kind of bad. Or not even, yeah, they were double teaming him up right here, which allowed for this guy to just run right through this gap. But yeah, Kyle Trask isn't much of a mobile quarterback. He's a little bit athletic, but it's not like he's a real threat with his legs. So when someone's feeling pressure like this, he's going to drop back. And you can see here, he opens up his base. He drops his throwing arm, we'll see with a different angle, and he just tries to, you know, make a quick throw, get the throw away. You know, when you're someone like him, you can't escape the pocket and try to keep the play alive or throw the ball away. You just try to hit your man, which can be dangerous because that's how interceptions happen. So watch on this play, number 8, coming at him like a steaming bullet. Watch the Trask on this play here. His mechanics are just weird whenever he's under pressure. Drops back, going through his reads, and he kind of just throws like as if he was stepping back because he's afraid to get hit. When you're someone like Trask, you have to, you know, step up and be a man. Don't be afraid to get hit. Want to get dirty. You have to, like, acknowledge that you're playing football. Like, you get hit in this league. You can't just keep on making these bad throws because you're afraid of getting hit. You gotta step up and deliver the ball nicely. Now, this was almost caught by Pitts. It was really good coverage by whoever this is. I'm not entirely familiar with Alabama's roster. But yeah, it's just, Someone like Trask, he's extremely afraid to get hit, and you will see that a lot more this video. Okay, moving on to the next play. This is going to be 2:28 left in the second quarter. Alabama's currently up 28-10. The ball is on the 25-yard line. Gonna let this play out, but it is going to be a completion deep to Kadarius Toney. You can see it right here. And this is a very nice play by Trask. He read the coverage very well. What almost immediately identified was going to be one-on-one. Someone like Toney, he's great at creating separation, so you know he's going to get open. Follow through his throw. Perfect accuracy. Stayed on Toney the whole time, and he did get a little lucky with it, as we'll see with the second angle here. Put place in slow motion, but yeah, there's Toney at the bottom of the screen right there. I keep forgetting I can draw on the screen because of what I'm doing. But yeah, so let's watch him in slow motion. Follows through the throw, makes a great throw. He has nice touch. Play action. Stays on him the whole time, and if we go back to this angle, gotta go back a little bit more. Toney he's in the slot here, he got motioned. So it's one-on-one. He's on an island. And it's not only that, it's off man coverage. There's a nice head fake right there. He gets open. The deep safety identifies that, tries to go over and help cover, but it's too little too late. And it was just a nice throw, honestly, by Trask. Great overall play. Like I said, he has nice touch on the ball, very good accuracy, very good arm strength. He is able to really hit his receivers in the breadbasket almost every time when it's a route like this. Once again, watching slow motion, follows through the throw, something he doesn't always do. Tiny bit behind him, not too much though. That's nitpicking a little bit. Yeah, this is a really good throw. That was able to help kickstart that drive. Okay, so first play of the second half, ball on the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. Bama currently leading the Gators 35-17. So this player is going to be a completion to the near side of the field. Don't know the receiver's name. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with the rosters. I was just, watching film on Trask. But yeah, but this was a pretty nice play by Trask. You'll see here in a second, but he has great pocket presence. He knows when to step up in the pocket on this play. Stays calm, nice accuracy, and the velocity wasn't too hard on the play to where it kind of like jolted the receiver back. So let's watch Trask on this play. Reads the field nicely, steps up right there, delivers a nice throw right to his receiver. Perfect accuracy really in that play. Watch again from the other angle. But yeah. Stays calm in the pocket even though there's pressure. Steps up. Hits his man. Yeah, that's a very good play. Now, could you maybe throw it a little over so he can get some yards after the catch? Or like maybe throw it a little more over here so he can run with the ball? Possibly. I think that's nitpicking though. Also, it was kind of like a curl route, so it wasn't, it was a curl route. It wasn't exactly like it was kind of like a slant route or an in route really. But yeah, this was a very nice play by Trask. Just able to, and this is what we need to see more. We need to see more basic, better fundamentals. We need to see him step into his throw more, not be afraid to get hit, step up in the pocket like he does. And yeah, he just delivers a nice throw, and that's, if you can deliver throws like that constantly in the NFL, you're going to have a pretty good career. Okay, so same drive, ball is down to 50, it's 1st and 10, 13:52 left in the third quarter. Gonna let this play out, but it's going to be a touchdown to Grimes on the far side of the field. A very nice throw here, and also very nice catch by Grimes, who went as an undrafted free agent, which was a little surprising, but this video isn't about him. But Trask on this play, he does a lot of things great. Goes through his progressions really well on this play, steps up in the pocket once again. He has nice touch on the throw, and he was able to throw the ball and like pinpoint it only to where Grimes can get it. You have a receiver like Grimes, he's more that big, kind of like prototypical X receiver. That's that big guy who can go up and get the ball. And watch this angle in slow motion. Goes through his read, steps up in the pocket, is calm under pressure. Actually, his line's holding up pretty nice on that play. Grimes goes up and gets the ball in the near side or far side of the field. Probably should have pointed that out a little bit more. Yeah, and there he goes, touchdown on the play. Let's watch this angle. Goes through his reads, identifies that, and yeah, look at that. Get this off the screen here, but look at that. That's only where he can get it. I believe that's Sertan actually. He's on But yeah, Grimes does do a nice job at kind of being able to moss receivers. That only Grimes can only catch the ball there, or only Grimes can catch the ball where he placed it. That is a very good throw. Not only that, Grimes was able to run after the catch a little bit and get the touchdown. So yeah, watch this again. In slow motion, going through his progressions, looks to the middle of the field, then goes to Grimes, knows he's open, steps up, just a ball with a very nice touch. That's something you'll notice a lot. He does have nice touch on the ball. Yeah, very good accuracy on that play. And honestly, a very good play overall on both parties. Alright, so this is the very next play. Ball is on the 37. It's 1st and 10, 11:15 left in this quarter. And we're going to go from a very good play to a pretty bad play. So I'll let this go out here. And yeah, he kind of just misses a wide open pitch over the middle of the field. So one thing you're going to notice is you're going to want to look at his legs here. Watch his legs on this play. I'll do this angle in slow motion. Play action pass. Get the circle off the screen. But yeah, like watch his legs. Look at that. He's about to throw the ball. His legs are extremely far apart right there, which results in bad accuracy. Pitts was extremely wide open. That is a throw you have to be able to make. My keycap just popped off my keyboard. But yeah, but watch this again. I'll slow it down to when Trask comes in, or excuse me, when Pitts comes into frame. Yeah, just watch his legs once again. Extremely far apart. Look at Pitts is wide open. He has so much running room over here. He has a lot of separation between the safety and whoever else is covering him. And you just missed that throw. That's a throw you cannot miss if you're in the NFL. Especially, it's mainly because of his legs. Like, once again, I'll show you guys once again. But just watch his legs. They are extremely far apart. And when you do that, bad accuracy happens. We saw that a lot with Carson Wentz this year. If you weren't facing a lot of pressure, you had time to make that throw. That's a throw you just really have to make in the NFL. Okay, 1st and 10, the ball is on the 48-yard line, 11:03 left in the third quarter. Bama is currently up 35-24, and this is going to be Kyle Trask getting sacked. Like I said, he's not that athletic of a quarterback, but on a play like this, you have to be able to identify that he is moving up right here, and that it's most likely going to be a blitz, as we'll see. You know, you have to be able to identify that blitz. It's only a 3-man rush here, but you have to be able to identify the blitzer coming in. And, you know, when you're not an athletic quarterback like Trask, you can't really escape it. Watch this in slow motion. That's just something you have to be able to identify, and obviously his offensive line kind of sticking together there didn't really help him. But yeah, mainly the point showing that play is you have to get better at identifying blitzes. Okay, next play here, it's going to be 2nd and 17 on the 13-yard line, 4:47 left in the third quarter. Bama still leads Florida 35-24 here, and this is going to be an incompletion to the near side of the field. I believe that is Pitts he was trying to hit. Very lucky that pass was not intercepted. But that's his bad accuracy. The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, it has to be more towards the sideline, but at the same time, it's also kind of a bad route ran by Pitts. So let's watch this angle in slow motion. Goes through his reads nicely, steps into the throw, kind of does like a little pump fake. That's a very nice throwing motion right there. That's something I would like to see a lot more of, is that throwing motion. Now staying tall, not dropping your shoulder. But yeah, it's a very nice throwing motion there by Trask. And if you can make this throw, but you have to just aim the ball more over here, because guess what? Defenders are over here. Nobody's over on this side of the field. Now, you may not get a lot of yards after catch, but it's still going to be a completion. You know, that needs to be a back shoulder pass. But if we watch Pitts again, he does run like kind of like a bad route. Let me get the circles off the screen here. So Pitts will be at the bottom of the screen right here. So yeah, let's watch his route that he runs. So, oh yeah, so this is what he does. So, let me back up like a couple frames. So I'll try and pause it where I want. So like right here. So right here, he attacks this side of the corner. That's wrong. That's his strong side. You need to attack his weak side, which is to his back. If you attack his weak side, you'll get him turning around, and then you cut to his strong side. But since he's turning around, it's not really a strong side anymore. But you can see here, he attacks the strong side and then tries to go back on the weak side. the corner still has the edge on him. If you attack his back, he'll start to turn around, and that's when you cut in front of him. So that's kind of a bad route ran by Pitts. But I feel like that still could have been a completion had Trask had better accuracy on the ball. So this is the very next play. It's 3rd and 17, 4:39 left on the clock. So I'm going to let this play out first. It's going to be a completion to Pitts, but that was the wrong read on this play. Look down here. Absolutely nobody covering the receiver on the bottom of the screen. And he didn't see that mainly because he was sticking to Pitts the entire time, but if you have someone this wide open, you have to be able to hit him. That's going to get you probably to at least a 50-yard line on that play, if not even more. But it's still a very nice completion by Trask. He kind of did everything else pretty nicely here. Had a good throw, good mechanics. See the back angle right now. Playing in slow motion for you guys. So he drops back and he look at him. He's just looking over on this side the entire time. Doesn't even bother to go over here where he has the receiver wide open. Like, your protection's holding up nicely. It's only a 3-man rush. You just have to be able to identify. He steps up in the pocket, makes a very nice throw right here. He has a defender basically right in his face and is basically right up against his offensive lineman. Makes a very nice throw. Hits Pitts fine, but like, you just have didn't realize I was something on the screen. You just have to realize that you have a receiver extremely wide open down here, like, and he's calling for the ball, but you can't miss that read. That's my main thing with that. But other than that, he did everything else pretty nice on this play. Okay, we're going to stick with this drive. It's going to be actually the next play, and he's going to get sacked on, I believe. I know it's an incomplete pass, but yeah. So something here, you just have to get better at identifying blitzes. That's something an NFL quarterback just has to be able to do. Play this in slow motion. It's going to be a 6-man rush. Yeah, 6-man rush. And his bad mechanics get exposed once he's under pressure. I'll show the back angle. But yeah, once again, he's afraid to get hit on this play. Doesn't really step up. Yeah, like, you can kind of see at the end a little bit. I kind of paused it too early. But yeah, he feels the pressure, and his mechanics just kind of go out the window. Doesn't step up, and he's afraid to get hit. You can see he was kind of like going back as if he was bracing for impact. He just, I don't know why he's so afraid to get hit. It's just weird. I think there's PI on that play, but that's a bad throw. So they kind of did get lucky with that, but he needs to get better at identifying blitzes and make sure his mechanics doesn't go out the window once he's facing pressure. So these next couple plays are not exactly the best ones. It's going to be later in this drive. 2:17 left in the third. It's still 35-24 Alabama over Florida. And I'm going to let this play out here, but I'm going to tell you that it is an incompletion to the near side of the field. So yeah, he tried to hit this receiver down here. Obviously, if he didn't, he kind of just threw the ball away a little bit. But on this play, you'll see in a second, he kind of just threw away all of his fundamentals. He was under pressure, could not throw it. He missed a wide open touchdown, and he just got stuck on his first read. I'll go back in this video here. Whoopsie daisy, there we go. So he missed a wide open touchdown. I think Pitts gets wide open over here. I think that's the route he runs. I think it's Pitts. No, it's the other receiver. Mob B. It's the other receiver on this play. Yeah, this receiver, I can't tell who that is, but runs this route, and he gets wide open, basically. I think that might be Grimes, but yeah, right there. He's calling for the ball. He's wide open. If you throw with anticipation, you can hit him in the end zone for a touchdown. He does not, so that's a wide open touchdown right there. I have no idea why you're trying to hit this receiver at the bottom of the screen. That just makes no sense to me. So yeah, watch it on this side here. Like, he's just getting stuck on that first read. Doesn't step into the throw. He's flat-footed when he's throwing. That's not how you throw anything, honestly. Whether it's a football, baseball, that's not how you throw anything. But yeah, he just gets stuck on this read. He's just focused on this side of the field. His protection right now is holding up nicely. If you can look over here, you'll see that receiver is open for a touchdown. I don't know. It's just annoying. And yeah, and his fundamentals kind of steps up. Feels the pressure, drops his non-throwing shoulder once again, Just a bad play. That should have been a touchdown right there. All right, next play, it's going to be 11:29 left in the fourth quarter now. Bama is kind of running with this game 42-31. It's 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. This is going to be a strip sack. Watch it here. Yeah, strip sack. You get sacked, fumble the ball. I don't know who recovers it. It's like right there. But yeah, you'll see he is just a statue in the pocket on this play. Like, look at him. He has good protection. It's a 4-man rush. Nobody's really getting open. Might be able to, I mean, by the time that Grind is calling for the ball down here, where's the thing? By the time Grind is calling for the ball down here, whoops, why is this not, oh, there we go. I'm still getting used to this technology. But by the time Grimes is calling for the ball down here, you can see that, you know, he's about to get sacked. So, people weren't really getting open. And that's kind of the disadvantage of being non-athletic and having a bad offensive line, is that these plays are going to happen. I think far side of the field also, he might have been able to hit him over here. Oh, that's just not even good. There we go. Over here, he might have been able to hit him. He misses him. Kind of gets stuck on a read here. Pump fakes, then gets sacked. You know, I feel like this strip sack could have been very avoidable. Yeah, he missed the receiver on the far side of the field. Also missed a check down. That's why I have notes written down in each play. So watch this again. Where is the check down at? Oh yeah, right here. If you look at your check down right here, throw the ball over here, you can get some yards after the catch and accelerate up the field. Did not do that. And then the receiver also up here at the far side, wide open. But, you know, kind of stays in the pocket. Watch it on the back angle. If it gets there. Here we go. Or the front angle this time. So play action. And I think he is trying to hit his check down right here. You can kind of see he's looking dead at him. But he pump fakes. If he throws, he can probably hit him. But that just goes back to him once again being afraid to get hit. So, and then that happens. So, if he wasn't afraid to get hit, maybe he could hit that check down. He probably also should have been able to look at the far side of the field and identify his receiver was wide open. I'm not sure if he even looked that way the entire time. Yeah, no, he's kind of staring over the middle of the field, then tries to hit his check down, pump fakes, gets sacked, and then Alabama gets the ball. Yeah, Alabama got the ball. So, yeah, that was just a series of unfortunate events. Okay, so we're going to have 2 more plays left from the Alabama game. So this is going to be 2nd and 4 on the 31-yard line. 9:36 left in the game. Bama still leading 45-31 this time. And this is going to be a completion to Kyle Pitts, excuse me. No, very good route ran by Pitts and way to hold on to the ball. Surviving the hit. So on this play, Trask stands tall in the pocket. Right here. Stands tall in the pocket. He steps up, has a very good follow through on it. Through with anticipation. It was a tad bit behind Pitts, but it wasn't so far behind that he had to kind of like stop for the ball. Still able to catch the ball in motion. So watch it from this angle. Okay, so right here, Watts, Trask here. It is kind of focused on Pitts, but he has very good mechanics on this play. Watch it again. Drops back. Steps up in the pocket, steps into his throw, very good follow through, very nice touch, nice spiral. It was a little behind Pitts, as you saw. Like it there, it was a little behind him. It could have been like right here instead of over here, but that's not too big of a deal, honestly. You know, Pitts does a great job surviving that hit. That was a hell of a hit right there, but. You know, he threw with anticipation on the play. If we go back to this angle, see Pitts here, right here on the screen. Gonna run a go route basically. Does a little stutter step, and Trask knew he was about to get open. You can see it there. You can see how it played in slow motion. So it's Watts Trask here while also keeping kind of half an eye on keeping half an eye on Pitts. I'm trying to, you know, draw on screen while also doing this. There we go. Okay. So slow motion. Pause it here. So he does the stutter step. Now he's accelerating. It's one-on-one coverage. Trask does a good job identifying it. He's going to step up in the pocket right now. Or he already stepped up. But he kind of starts throwing as he was level with the defender. And then the ball was able to get to him as he started to create separation. That's very good. That's a very good job by Trask, throwing with anticipation on the play. And he just does a lot of things right on that throw. So we're gonna end on a low note in the Alabama game. This is just a very bad play. It's gonna be incompletion to Pitts over the middle of the field. Yeah, just we'll watch it from the back. Watch on this angle once again. Put in slow motion, but his mechanics just got awful on that play. I just don't even know what he's doing. Watch the front angle on this play. But yeah, just watch Trask's feet. Look at that. Like, he doesn't step into the throw. He kind of steps back as if he's making kind of like a back foot pass. But you only do that if you're kind of like moving back. He's just dropping back. He's not like kind of running back. I don't understand the point of that play. He kind of threw away his mechanics. That's just laziness, honestly. Like, that throw is just laziness. Wasn't really facing pressure. It was a no, it was only a 4-man rush, actually. Has a clean pocket. It's just a bad throw. I mean, we can look at this angle, see if anybody else is open. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. There was a lot of miscommunication at the bottom of the field here. Well, just watch these 4 guys. A lot of miscommunication on this play. Like, Tony didn't even try. But your pocket's still clean. You probably could have been able to hit. I think that was number 15 who was getting pretty wide open. This guy, I'm not sure who that is. Yeah, he got pretty. I think that might be Copeland. He was wide open on that play. I think you have a clean pocket. I don't know why you don't hit him on that play. That play was just a lot of laziness and just very bad overall. All right, we're going to move on into the Texas A&M game now. So this is going to be the first quarter. It's going to be 3rd and 14, the ball on the 34-yard line, 10:41 left. Gators are currently up 3-0 over the Aggies, and this is going to be a completion to Kyle Pitts. Well, I'm going to let the play, roll. But yeah, he does a lot of things good on this play. It's a nice quick release. Doesn't step into his throw. And a short, he does nice mechanics, but at the same time, it's kind of like half bad. Stepped into his throw. I don't know, doesn't really step into his throw. I'm reading off my notes. He does a little bit of a tiny step, but short throw like that should be over here. There should really be no excuse for it to be behind the receiver. You can kind of see it with Pitts there. He has to go behind his hip to catch the ball. So watch it in slow motion. He goes through his first read nicely. Pitts is his second read on the play. Steps into his a little bit. Drops his non-throwing shoulder a tiny bit, but not too much. Maybe that's what affected the throw, maybe not. But yeah, with that play, you kind of just have to hit your receiver in stride there. Obviously, he got a little bit of yards after the catch, but on that play, ball has got to be over here. Has to be over here. Obviously, catches it right there. But yeah, kind of bad ball placement. Excuse me. But other than that, it was an okay throw. So this isn't this play, but something else I noticed that Dan Mullen does a lot is he runs a lot of quarterback draws in the red zone. With someone like Pitts, I'm not really sure why we're doing that. He's not the most athletic quarterback. He's not really a thrower with his legs. Kind of more of like a power runner, but his quarterback draws tend to just like not work. So there were like quarterback draws on like the 2 plays before this, so that's why I brought it up. But yeah, that's an interesting thing Dan Mullen does. But this is going to be a touchdown to Kyle Pitts. He is going to be right here. Excuse me. Hopefully my webcam does not cover him too much. It shouldn't. It will not. Here they go. So he has good ball placement on the play, but his mechanics are just very bad. So he's looking at Pitts the entire time. Doesn't step in. Kind of throws flat-footed once again. I don't know. I just don't like it when he does that. I just think you need to step into the throw. The ball placement was good, so obviously the mechanics weren't, didn't hinder the ball completely. But I just feel like better mechanics can just, if you have better mechanics all the time, then it's just going to make you, it's just a better quarterback overall. But he has a nice touch on the ball right here. I already said good ball placement. He kind of sticks with the Pitts here. His line's holding up nicely, so he's able to do that. But yeah, if he can work on his mechanics and make them, a little bit more consistent, then I feel like he can really step up as a quarterback, but didn't really matter too much on this play. Okay, so this is the next play. I have it labeled in my notes as an incompletion, but how I'm describing how he plays, I have it as a completion, so we'll watch this go out here. That is a completion? No, it's an incompletion. Okay, so I see now what I see now. All right, but this is actually a pretty nice play overall by Trask. Does a nice pump fake. That's something Tom Brady is very good at. So, you know, maybe that's why they wanted to draft him. But he reads the field nicely, steps into his throw as he's about to get hit. You have to do this more often, man. Like, that's what's going to make you a good NFL quarterback, if you can step into your throw with a man in your face. Like, watch, he's about to get hit. He's going to get hit right here. Or he's going to get hit right here. He gets hit, and he actually delivers a pretty strong pass with some great accuracy. It was just a little too far off, but under the circumstances, I think that's a really good throw. It'd be awesome if the circle could disappear. Thank you. Yeah, play action, pump fake, steps into his throw, stays tall while he's about to get hit, and he actually delivers that nicely through to only where his receiver can get it. Maybe if Tony was a little bit taller, he gets 1 foot down, but that's a nice back shoulder throw. That's only Tony can get on that in that situation. That is a very good play, as I just fricked up OBS. But yeah, that's a very nice play. Very close to being a completion. But yeah, just stand more tall when you're about to throw the ball. Okay, sticking in the first quarter, it's going to be 2nd and 4, 7-7 still. Ball is on the 46-yard line. This is going to be a completion over the middle to number 20. Once again, not too familiar with the Florida roster, but let's just let that play out. And it actually ended up being a pretty big gain. But on this play, Trask reads the field very nicely and quickly. He leads his receiver into yards after the catch, and he steps into his throw. So let's watch it from the back angle here. So play action. This is going to be a nice check down. He reads the field quickly. He identified that his running back was getting open. Now he's looking over here first. That's where his eyes are. Over here, seeing if this receiver will get open. It says he thinks he isn't. Then goes to his running back, you know, steps into his throw, just makes a nice little throw, drops his shoulder a little bit, but that's just something he's going to have to work on. And he was able to lead his receiver into yards after the catch on the play. So watch it here. That's kind of more so ball placement. So he identifies open pretty quickly. I mean, he also has a lot of running room. That's a lot of separation between these two guys here, and there's just nobody up here. I know you can't really see it because I'm covering it, but just take my word for it. But the ball placement, right? He's going to catch it like right here. It's not like back here where he has to stop for the ball. It's not going to be too far over. It's just very nice ball placement. Allows his running back to get yards after the catch on the play, and it was a huge gain. He also, that running back makes a very nice tackle, or breaks a very nice tackle on the play. So that was just a very good play overall by both Trask and the running back. Okay, this is the very next play, ball on the 15, 1st and 10. So we're going to see some under center action. Did not see that in the Alabama game at all. So this is going to be an incompletion to Kyle Pitts here. Let's just play out. Nice play action bootleg. And yeah, so you can kind of see it there, but he kind of just he throws cross body, tries to just hit Pitts, who is open. But at that point, when you're running like he is, when you're running a bootleg like this, you cannot like cross your body here. You have to hit someone on this side of the field. Like, Pitts should kind of just be a diversion on this play. So yeah, he's running, and then he just his mechanics are just terrible on that play. That's just an open body cross body throw. Like, Pitts is open. You can see Pitts was actually tailing out. Hold on, try in a second. He's tailing out more so over here. But because of the throw, Pitts had to go back inside a little bit. So he's supposed to go over here. You can see that. But then he tracks the ball, and he's like, oh, shit, I got to go more on the inside. It was an incomplete pass. I see if anybody else was open. I forget. I didn't have it labeled as him missing a read. Tony kind of did get a little bit lazy on this play. If he accelerates a little bit more, he can probably get open. Back corner of the end zone. I mean, you have a check down here. You actually have a couple of check downs. Like, you have a defender in your face here. You have a defender in your face. You have a guy right here and another guy right here. Like, you just have to sometimes rely on the check down as opposed for going for the big play. And you know, if that was different coverage on that play, that could have very easily been intercepted, but it was one-on-one coverage. So watch it here, watch in slow motion. Just look at how bad this throw is. Like, just, yeah. You're like, if you continue running, you can hit him. A lot of wide open space right here. That could be a touchdown very easily. Or even if you want to hit, I think that's Grimes right here. You can probably hit him. But I don't know. That's a bad play. You can't make that kind of throw. That's a very interceptable pass. Like, if he's looking at his running back here, I think, yeah, it's his running back. Like, he's literally, I think he is looking at him right here. Like, you look at him, yeah, you have some defenders right here, but if you continue looking at him, you'll see that this guy ends up having to cover Tony, and he goes over here. So that just leaves the running back with a lot of wide open room. Like, I don't know. You have to be able to identify that. Like, yeah, like, look at that. Look how much room he has. All this open space. Probably can get it at least inside the 5, if not a touchdown. But, yeah, you just have to acknowledge that the big play is going to work, and you just have to rely on your check down sometimes. All right, next play. 2:04 left in the first quarter. 3rd and 6. Ball on the 11. So this is going to be a completion to Kadarius Toney. And this is actually a very nice throw. So he was able to throw with anticipation on the play. He threw with anticipation. Very nice back foot throw. Perfect accuracy. He was able to stay calm while he was being blitzed. Does a great job reading the field under pressure. So we'll watch this play again in slow motion from the high angle. Now reads the field very nicely. This that defender is coming in like a bullet here. So that's a good job of him staying calm, not kind of succumbing to his fate of a blitz, but just makes a very nice back foot throw. And yeah, it kind of sits Tony perfectly. So yeah, right here, just wide open hole for this defender to go through. So he kind of knows he's screwed. But Trask does a nice job reading the field under pressure, staying calm, nice back foot throw. Tony does a great job at creating separation there. Stop Microsoft Paint. Yeah, Tony does a nice job creating separation there. Yeah, that's a very nice play overall. That's a throw that you saw Fields and Wilson making. I'm not sure if Lance did, but kind of like those back foot throws. Those are getting more common in the NFL. But yeah, it just stays, creates a little bit more time. He's not, like I say, he's not the most athletic. I can't talk. He's not the most athletic guy, but just walking back, he's able to create a little bit more time. Identifies that Tony has a lot. He's going to be open here. So through with anticipation. Yeah, just a very nice throw. I'm very happy with that. Okay, so this is going to be 8 minutes left in the second quarter. 1st and 10. Game is all tied up at 14. This is going to be an incomplete pass. Far side of the field here. So yeah, so let me tell you why I do not like this play. He got stuck on his read, ended up getting pressure because of that, and had to make a emergency throw. Ended up being a throwaway, so wasn't like he was kind of throwing an interceptable pass, but still, he didn't want to do that. And he had a favorable matchup, which he missed because he got stuck on the read. So watching on this angle once again, kind of just has his eyes glued to this side of the field, not even bothering looking at something else. I'm trying to figure out what I had the favorable matchup as. I forget. I mean, Tony's open. Might have been this receiver here that I think was a favorable matchup. Especially if he sees that Trask is thrown to him. He's probably going to kick into overdrive. But yeah, so we'll watch it on the back angle. Or the front angle actually this time. So yeah, look at his eyes. Just glued to this side of the field. Only looking over here. Just completely glued. Doesn't even bother looking over here at all. Just sticking over here. Doesn't even bother looking. And he feels pressure because he got stuck on his first read. And he got hit as he threw, ended up throwing the ball away. But he had a semi-favorable matchup here. I would have rather him attempt this throw than just throwing it away. But yeah, needs to get a little bit better at going through his progressions. He does it a lot sometimes, but when you kind of have great receivers like Tony and Grimes and Pitts, you get stuck on them because they're so great and you're so used to them getting open so much. So kind of has to just realize that he has to get better at going through his progressions. Okay, so second quarter here, 6:43. It's going to be 1st and 10 here. So this is going to be under center, and I'm going to let it play out. So it is play action, but it's basically a drop back pass. And I really like this play. This is a pro style play. I want to see more college quarterbacks doing this. But yeah, this is a pro style play. So going back to that, throwaway. So watch him here. So even though it's a play action, it's basically just a drop back. He identified that his read is open down here. Identify that he's open. Quick release. Makes a nice throw. I mean, he saw he was open, so he didn't really focus on any of the other receivers. I mean, he kind of did have open man right here. It's semi-open, not really right here, and then Pitts is pretty open here. But he just saw his first read was open, he went with it. So, but he kind of missed a couple of open guys. Even number 6 right here, he's wide open. So, did he miss a touchdown? Yes, but I still like this play because it's basically a drop back pass. You see that a lot in the NFL, especially in Bruce Arians' system. That's something you're going to see a lot. He just kind of has that classic offense. Steps into his throw, has a nice follow through, and he puts it right on the receiver. So let's watch his mechanics on this play. So I get this circle off your screen. So yeah, watch it in slow motion here. So yeah, it's play action, but like I said, basically drop back. Steps into his throw, puts it right on the receiver. Can you be mad at him missing a couple open reads? Yes, but I still like the fundamentals and the mechanics of this throw. I think that it's going to go a long way and help him. Okay, so we have about 2 or 3 more plays. This is going to be 12:18 left in the third quarter. Gators are leading the Aggies 21-17. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. And this is actually going to be an interception over the middle of the field. So watch Trask here. And yeah, he basically threw into triple coverage. That's what happened. So let's go over the play. He got stuck on his second read, so that's kind of interesting. Normally he gets stuck on his first read, but trying to see if his second read would get open. He threw into triple coverage. He being stuck on his read allowed for pressure to get through. Could have had Pitts on the far side of the field, and it was just a bad decision to throw the ball there. So let's see. So watch this play again. I think he's trying to hit Tony. Yeah, he's trying to hit Tony, who is kind of open. Honestly, if he has a nice throw, that is open here. But it's a bad throw, which allows it to go into triple coverage, basically. If you throw it more towards over here, probably could have burned the guy, but end up tailing over towards the middle of the field, which resulted in it being intercepted. Playing slow motion. So Tony is open on this play, kind of. I mean, the deep safety is ahead of him, but Tony does have good speed. He's good at making separation. I felt like he was going to throw the ball here. You could have thrown with anticipation and hit Pitts on the far side of the field right here and just gets out of bounds. But once again, he's trying to go for the big play. And yeah, throw under pressure, which was a bad throw. Threw into triple coverage basically. And yeah, got picked off. So watch it from the far angle. See, he looks over here quickly. Don't know if he looks over here, but then he kind of has his eyes set on Tony, trying to see if he gets open. That allows for pressure to get through. Throws the ball under pressure, gets hit. And yeah, like I said, the ball was over here a little bit more where Tony was in stride. Could have been a completion, but instead, ball tailed in over here, right where those 3 Aggie defenders were waiting for it. And yeah, so that was just a bad decision there. If you read the field better, could have saw that Pitts was going to be open. So this is just a normal check down pass, but when I was watching film, I found this interesting. Just watch how Trask calls for the ball here. Didn't really see it there because I stopped and started it. But just watch how Trask calls for the ball. He jumps for it. That's kind of like a false start. I don't know. I just found that interesting. I just wanted to throw it in the video here. But yeah, let's go into the last play. And this one really made me mad when I first saw it. So get the scoreboard up here. So 1st and 10, 11:22 left, ball on the 43-yard line. I'm going to have it play out fully. So it's going to be under center. A drop back pass. And he scrambles for like 4 yards. And I may be saying, why are you mad at that? Well, watch this again. Okay? Watch this again. This made me so mad. I'm going to get super mad talking about it right here now. Watch. So, looking right over here, his receiver is open, decides not to throw. Then looked at this receiver over here, wide open, decides not to throw. Oh, and guess what? He's stepping up in the pocket. He has a receiver wide open with a lot of room in front of him, decides not to throw, and scrambles for 4 yards. Those are reads you cannot miss. You cannot miss 3 wide open reads like that. That could have been such a good play. Drop back pass, under center, and you miss 3 wide open reads. How? I'm baffled. I am honestly baffled by that. Those are reads and you have to hit. Those are throws you have to make. Like, you could have had so much more yards on this play. Like, I talk about him always going for the big play here. The big play is open. Receiver open down here. Receiver open right here. Receiver open over here. Even your receiver right here is open. Like, you have so many open men on the field and you decide to scramble with the ball. Why? Why? Just makes no sense to me. Oh my goodness. Like, that is honestly just so frustrating. Like, watch it from the back end here. A drop back pass. You know I love seeing that in college game. That's a pro style play. Literally is looking at a wide open receiver. Oh, literally looking at a wide open receiver. Doesn't throw. Pitch is wide open right here. Is looking at him. Still doesn't throw it. And then you can't see it because my webcam's covering, but receiver wide open over here. Yeah, you can't. I'm just circling myself, but you can't see it. It's just, that's just frustrating. You have to make those throws. Like, there is no excuse on that play. Okay, so quick summary. So Trask has a lot of potential. He has nice arm strength. He has good accuracy. He has great touch on the ball. His mechanics are a little inconsistent though, and as we saw, he doesn't always make the best reads and he gets stuck on them. But I feel like if he learns under Brady for a year or two, he can develop into a quality starter. He has a nice build. I feel like he can replace Brady, you know, kind of be a plug-and-play replacement. So I can see why Aaron's wanted to draft him, but he is definitely going to need some work. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you always know when I upload a video, and comment down below and share this with all of your friends. This was a lot of fun to make. It took a little bit of time, but I had a lot of fun recording this. So if you want me to continue doing these videos, make sure to hit the like button and, you know, leave a comment down below of a college prospect you want me to break down next. So yeah, with all that out of the way, once again, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.